Good morning. So it is Friday morning and I have been stuck in the house all week. My partner's been working away and then I got a nasty migraine. So yeah, been laid up for a few days, but not feeling 100% today, but need to get out and get a bit of fresh air. So I have come uptown and I'm going to hopefully go to St. Vincent's and then maybe up to the antique store and see what they've got. So yeah, let's go see what we can find. Hello, welcome back to the channel. So today is Saturday morning, and I did a little bit of shopping yesterday, not for very long. I've had a couple of migraines and they completely knocked me off my feet, so I didn't have very much energy yesterday, but I went to, where did I go? St. Vincent's, one of my favourites, and then I had a little tootle up through the ridings up to the antique mall. So yeah, I had a good look around there. Did a little bit of filming, so I shall include that, and then I'll show you what I got. So to start us off, I'll go through the non-jewellery items. I got a few bits for personal, and then the rest is for reselling or for the witches market. So I got myself a couple of pieces of clothing. I had a massive clear out. I like to switch my wardrobe over when the seasons change, so I got all my winter stuff out, refreshed everything up, and then swapped everything over and put all the summer stuff away. And I got rid of some things as well, so if I haven't worn something in the past 12 months, I tend to get rid of it, because if I haven't worn it, then it's unlikely that I'm gonna, ever wear it. So it kind of freed up some space. That all of that stuff went in charity bags to the charity shop. Dropped all that off at Bernardo's, and then it freed up a little space so I could get myself a couple of new things. So I got these jeans. So they're kind of like a very 90s, 2000 kind of vibes with the pockets down the side, kind of combat feel to them. Denim, and they're quite a soft denim. They're not too thick, not too stiff, which is nice. And these were £3.50. So they'll come in really, really handy for the colder months. So I shall put those to one side. And then in the, where else did I go? Oh no, I did. I popped into Age UK. I'm telling fibs. I did go to the Age UK because when I came out of the ridings, I walked down the precinct and I was passing, so, you know, be rude not to go in. And I managed to pick myself up this beautiful top with these leaves on. So it's kind of like an oatmeal colour, and then it's got these lovely olive green leaves on it. Lovely soft fabric, and it is, who is it by? Oh, it's white stuff. I like white stuff. Yeah, so I should be able to layer that up. And I also, green seems to be my colour at the minute, I also picked myself up this green scarf, and this is one of those that's like a big loop, so you can pop it over and then double it up like that. So it's lovely, it's nice and soft and warm. And that was from the Age UK as well. And that was £1.50. So yeah, I think this kind of olivey green is going to be my winter colour, because I've got a beautiful cardigan in this colour as well. I've got my top, I've got another top that's similar, that's got that same green in it. So I think it's going to be a green winter for me. So then I picked these mugs up. These were from St Vincent's and they were only £1 each. And then when I got them home, I realised that, I'm not sure if you can see it in the light, but these are Denby. So a really good make, very, very thick pottery, very stained inside. So they need a good bleach, but very big, chunky, sturdy mugs. And I am a self-confessed clumsy person, so I break a lot of things. So the more sturdier things we can have and thicker that are going to maybe survive a bounce on the floor, the better. So I'm tempted to keep these ones. Got a pair, and as I've said before, I don't mind having kind of odds in the cupboard. I don't have one big full set of the same design. I like to have all different mugs. So yes, I'm tempted to keep those rather than resell them. And then what else did we get? Oh, I picked these up from St Vincent's. These are super cute. They had quite a bit of jewellery hanging up. I was going to film in there, but it was absolutely chocker. It was really, really busy. And the staff were super busy as well, so I didn't have a chance to speak to anybody. But when I got to the counter to get my bits, there was some things in their specials cabinet. And these are just so cute. I couldn't leave them behind. So there we go. So that is a little dachshund, little sausage dog made out of pottery with a glazed finish. And these were only 50p each. So I was like, yep, you're coming home with me. He's got a really, really cute little face. And there was him. And then who else did I get? And there was this one. It's like a Dalmatian doggy. He's got a super cute little happy face as well. And then another kind of sausage dog with a nice long body, so a little bit like our dog. We're not quite sure what breed our little doglin is, because she's a street dog from Romania. She was a rescue dog. And she's upstairs at the minute, asleep on the bed. And then the last little ornament that I picked up was this absolutely teeny tiny bear that's been carved out of this green gemstone. So I'm not sure if that's some kind of jade or if it's serpentine. I'm not sure. But if I pop him on my thumb, you can see how teeny tiny he is. And in our living room, I have some like display shelves, and I've got all my crystals on there and little teeny ornaments. So I think that little one is a keeper. I think he's going to go on the shelf. And I've got a larger bear. I've got a fetish bear that I bought some time ago. So I might pair those up on my shelf. So for 50p, you can't leave these things behind. Then I picked up a couple of bits for the Witch's Fair. I was keeping my eye out for things like scarves and gloves and wintry things that might appeal. So I picked these lovely. I love the colour of these. It's like a chocolate brown. There we go. So these are vintage and they're leather. There was a brand inside, but unfortunately, kind of over time, it's worn away. But you can see there was some kind of brand stamping on there. But they're super soft. They're really, really nice. And they're a nice size as well. What I'm going to do is give them a feed. So I'm going to get some leather cream, give them a bit of a clean and a feed, because over time leather can dry out. And if you don't feed it, it loses its stretch and ability to move, which you really need with gloves. So yeah, I'm going to give them a little bit of attention, I think. But they should hopefully appeal to somebody. And they were £3, which I didn't think was too bad for leather gloves. What else did I get? I picked this glass up. Now, I was attracted to this simply for the design. And if I hold that up, there we go. So you can see it's got this kind of swirled glass finish on, and it's almost like this glass has been piped on at the end all the way around. And love that sound. So it's really, really heavy. It's been handmade and it's got this beautiful bluey green on the bottom. And you might be able to see, if I kind of tilt it a little bit, there we go. You can just see the signature on the bottom. So I did a Google lens, and these are by some artists. So you tend to find these for sale in the galleries, and they're £33 each. And this one was 75 pence. So yeah, really good quality, very, very heavy. And they do them in all different colours. So maybe there might be someone who wants to add one to their collection, or maybe they've broken one, or they've got one missing and they need another one. So I shall pop that on eBay, I think. But that was a really, really good bargain for 75 pence. Yeah, I think that was everything that was non-jewellery items. So the theme of the morning, because I didn't have very much energy, was quality over quantity. So sometimes I kind of get a little bit carried away and I buy lots and lots of items, and that's great, especially if the price is low, and I'm sorting things and I'm getting lots of things relatively low that I can price higher and make a good profit on. That's fantastic. However, the more items that I buy, that's a lot more that I have to list. So I've got to clean everything up, do a little bit of research, make sure I know what I have. Then I've got to do my listing photographs and then actually upload everything, create a description, add everything to Etsy before I list it. So it's quite a lot of work. I don't think people realise sometimes how much work goes into the actual listing side of it for sales. So yeah, I was thinking more on the lines of quality. So spending a little bit more on individual items that would bring a higher price. So I love silver, absolutely love it. I've got some silver earrings in today that my friend Debbie bought me. These are my lucky thrifting earrings. I wear these when I go thrifting. So yeah, I was looking for silver and I did pick up a couple of pieces. There were loads of things that I could have picked up. I'll pop some photographs of some of the items. I took some individual pictures of things that I thought I'll look these items up, maybe do a little bit of research, and then I can always go back if I fancy getting those. But I did pick two things up in there. Both of them are silver, and they were both in cabinets that had sales on as well, so that was really, really good. And this one I'd had my eye on. I spotted this the last time that I went in, and I thought it was really unusual in the shape and the design. So I'll hold it up so you can have a look, but I'll do a close-up and I'll pop it up here. Right, I'm trying to hold it up so that you can see the shapes. So it's a bracelet, and these are all individual links that have been cut out. Look at that. And on here they've kind of turned them into leaves. They look like little ivy leaves. And each one of these is silver. And then it has a little stamp on, which I haven't had a chance to have a look at. I know that it is definitely stamped silver. So let's just see. Yep, it's definitely stamped 925, and it's got some initials on as well, so I think potentially this is older than I thought it was going to be. There's a star, and then it says 1805 AR. So I should be able to research that, and what I'll do is, after I've filmed, I'll do a little bit of research, and if I find out exactly what this is, who the maker is, how to date it, that kind of thing. I'll pop the information on so you can see. I apologise if you can hear my washing machine in the background, but I've got some washing on because we're actually going on a holiday soon, so I want to make sure that we got everything washed and dried. So yeah, I love the shapes. Look how unusual that shape is. It's kind of like a little bit like a star, maybe, with this oval cut out. It's not very heavy, it's quite lightweight. There's not, you know, huge silver content, but like I say, it's got the stamp on the little tag, and then it's also stamped silver on the inside of the clasp as well. And this was full price. This would have been £32, which still, that's not, you know, not a bad price. However, they had a 50% sale on, so I managed to get that for 16. And then the second item I picked up is also silver, and it's stamped silver on the back. But I was really attracted to this because it's really different. So if I hold that up there, and what I'll do is I'll pop a close-up up here. And I think these look like trees, and then obviously we've got the crescent moon and the star on the top. And then when I did a Google search, I found another one, and someone said it had a lady's face in it, which I'd not seen when I bought it. But just here, in this detail here, there is a face. So I thought that was really different. And again, this was in a cabinet that had a sale on. The lady had 20% off, which was awesome. So it should have originally been 14, and then I had 20% knocked off. And when I looked this up, these go for between, there was some listed for 30 or 35, and then right up to 60. So just depends on what platform you put them on, what condition it's in. But this is in really good condition. The clasp works on the back. The pin is a little bit bent, but I can straighten that out with my jewellery pliers and give it a little polish up, make it nice and shiny. I did pick these up. When I got to the till, the lady, her sister, saves things for me. She puts the kind of costume jewellery to one side, things that are broken as well that might not sell. And she had a little bag of silver that was either broken or kind of low end, that kind of thing. So I picked these up because I thought I could upcycle them, and they're really sweet. So these are little rings, and that's got two fishes on, so potentially Pisces sign, the two fishes. And then this one is very, very similar, but a different shape. There we go. So that's got two fishes on as well. And these are just little adjustable rings, so quite lightweight, not much to them. But I am tempted to, if I put them on my finger, there we go. So I'm tempted to cut those sections out with the fish on and turn them into earrings. So I could hang them with some other silver, maybe some silver beads, and turn them into earrings, which I think would be quite unique. Now, the only other bit of potential silver that I picked up, and I say potential because I'm not sure, I haven't done anything with it yet, is this bracelet. And I love the etched design on it. This was another one that came from St. Vincent's in their specials cabinet, which is just under the till. And it's very, very tarnished. However, it does look to have some age to it. There we go. So you can see that beautiful etched design. It's got a little safety chain on, and then it just kind of, you press that in to pinch it open. There we go. And that safety chain, if you were wearing it and it happened to pop open, the safety chain is there to stop it from falling from your wrist, which is a really good little design feature. And inside, you probably can't, or you might be able to see, just here, there's some markings, and it says STG SIL, which SIL is usually silver, although I'm not sure what the STG is. And then there's two initials as well, an M and an S. So it could be silver plated, possibly. It could be silver. It's hollow, so it's quite lightweight. And as you can see how dark it is, needs a good polish. So I think I might pop this in the jewellery cleaner. It's slightly misshaped as well. However, I should literally just be able to squeeze that back into a circular shape. There's no damage to the hinge, which is fantastic, and no damage to the clasp. And that was £2. So for £2, I was willing to take the risk that this is potentially silver. So what I'll do is, after this video, I'll give it a clean up, I'll do a little bit of research, and then I shall let you know at the end of the video whether or not that was worth the £2. And then everything else I picked up was costume jewellery, which I love a bit of costume. So I picked this necklace up. This is an accessorise, and it's a lovely, there we go, floral necklace. And it has this kind of faux pearl detail in a really pale blue, like almost like a grey blue. Really good quality, got some lovely rhinestone detail there in the centre, and these lovely little leaf charms hanging down. That was £1, so yeah, that one will go on eBay. I'm starting to list a lot more jewellery on eBay. It seems to be, things seem to be picking up on that side of things, which is fantastic. Now, this necklace I picked up because I'm aware of the brand. So again, it's another floral necklace with rhinestone detail. A nice chunky chain, and this is Damsel, that's the brand. So like I say, my last necklace that I sold, I think it went for about £14 or £15, which is really good, and this was £1, so you can't really go wrong for that kind of a markup. So that was that one. And then what else did we get? Now I got this for the chain. I wasn't so fussed about what was on it. So yeah, I love the chain on this one. I'm tempted to take these little charms off. So it's just got this little bundle of black and gold and rhinestone charms. It's a nice tassel, quite like that. But I'm thinking of taking these off and just keeping the chain for something else, because it's a lovely, good quality chain, and it's long. And that was £1.50. So that was a bargain. Then this is definitely vintage, and I have seen this kind of stuff before, but I didn't know what it was. So if I hold that up, and I'll put a close-up up here as well. So these little flowers are hand carved, and this is a bracelet, but as you can see, it's overstretched, so the elastic over time has been overstretched, probably from use, and has gone really loose. So what I'm going to do is, these are all individual panels, is I'll take those off the elastic and just restring them. But this was only 75p, which is fantastic. And I looked this up, did a little bit of research, and it is called, if I can find my notes. Now, I don't know how to pronounce it. Edelweiss? It's an alpine flower, and it's a symbol of love, purity and devotion. And it's a tourist piece that's from probably, people seem to date it from around 1930s, 1940s, so Art Deco kind of era. And you can get pendants and earrings and bracelets in it, and it's this little carved flower that's been hand carved. So yeah, I was quite chuffed with that. And the bracelets seem to go for kind of between £20 and £30. So for an investment of 75p, I think that is awesome. I was really super happy with that. And they're beautiful. They've got like a little bit of blue finish right in the centre. I think that's probably where they've dyed it. And then my final item, for those of you who have watched my other videos, you will have seen that at some point I bought these pilgrim bracelets, and at the time I didn't know what they were because I couldn't work out how to fasten them. And then a couple of people got in touch and said, oh, you know, you do this with it, and that's how it works. And it was a bracelet with a nice little drop pendant on it. I had 2 of them, and they were absolutely beautiful. And then from the same charity shop, but like probably weeks or a month apart, they had the earrings to match. So this is the section that dangles down on the bracelet, and then these are the matching earrings. So I'm really chuffed with those. And they say pilgrim on the back. They're the same colours, the same shape, and they were £1. So what I'm tempted to do, because I haven't listed the bracelets yet, I'm tempted to put the bracelets together with the earrings and list it as one little lot, so that someone can have a matching set. So yeah, I was really happy with those. I think I'm quite excited to see whether this is silver or not. I think that's going to be my next task this morning, is to get my apple cider vinegar out, get my polishing cloth out, give it a good clean, see what happens. So as always, if you've enjoyed the content and you're enjoying kind of following me along with the reselling journey and looking into all the vintage jewellery and the witchy fair and all that kind of stuff, then please give us a thumbs up and subscribe so that you get notifications as well of when the videos come out. So I'm just popping on quickly to give you an update on the bracelet that I bought from the charity shop. That was £2. So it was really tarnished and needed a good polish. And here it is. Look at that. So that's a beautiful kind of scrolled floral design. It's come up really, really nice. It still needs a little bit of work. On the inside, it's still a little bit tarnished, but that is so much better than it was, and it is sterling silver. And that was only £2 from the charity shop, so I'm really, really pleased with that. It's in quite good nick as well.